Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Rise of the Black Panther, issue number 4 of 6. Okay, first I'm going to get into just what happens in the comic book. Basically, he meets Doom. Yeah, so he and Shuri already has the Black Panther costume on. It's a prototype, but whatever. They go to Latveria to meet Doom because Doom sent a little bot, and it's literally just like a little game that Doom is playing with T'Challa. It's like, oh, you're gonna reveal yourself to the world. Well, check it out. Look how fast Doom works. Like he's referring to himself in the third person multiple times in the same sentence, which is like, dude, seriously, take a Valium. Like, dude's nuts. Anyway, I loved this issue. This was great. Everything here was just a mind game by Doom, which is perfect. T'Challa was not. There's no way that T'Challa could have expected that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, there's plenty left open that perhaps Doom underestimated T'Challa. So that was kind of perfect. But yeah, Doom is typically considered to be smarter than T'Challa, so it is what it is. Shuri, on the other hand, that's a different matter. Anyway, this was good, really good. I enjoyed this. What I talked about, if you were, first of all, grade for this comic book, I want to give this comic book a solid B+. This is great. This is so good. Ta-Nehisi Coates doing his revisionist history on the Black Panther mythos, because basically these 6 issues are supposed to condense everything that's happened with the Black Panther down to minutia, practically. Just the key important events. You know, say all the other stuff, yeah, sure, maybe that happened, but the idea is that you get a good timeline of when all this stuff happened, because it was forever until we met Doom. What do you call it? When we went from Christopher Priest's T'Challa, which was probably the best version ever, all of a sudden we jump over into the next volume where Hoodlin is writing, and we go back to his roots, and it's changed a little bit, and it's like, this is a bit much. What's going on here? We just had all this stuff, and now you're starting from scratch again. What's going on? So this is a really good way to take all the really cool stuff that's happened all throughout his career. I haven't seen any of Solomon's Frogs. I'm totally okay with that. Sorry, Kirby. Sorry. Didn't like that storyline at all. But all of this stuff happens in a short amount of time. I dig that so much. And if you guys are watching my This Week in Comics, which is something I put out every Tuesday at around 8 o'clock. This is 8 o'clock at night. This is me having the physical copies of all the new comics I'm going to be reviewing, plus several others that I just think that you guys would be interested in knowing that they're coming out the next day, Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. This Week in Comics, I put out every Tuesday. I briefly discussed that I was going to be talking about something in detail in this issue, and that is this particular series. The Rise of the Black Panther is exactly what the fresh start should have been. Okay? If they were really, really serious about doing something at Marvel. Now, this is not a reboot. Rise of the Black Panther is not a reboot. Rise of the Black Panther is sort of like a condensed anthology. It's like, here's everything that's happened, but we're going to put it in order, and we're going to make it all in continuity, but we're going to, show just where this all happened. Ta-Nehisi Coates is a genius. He doesn't like people saying that because it's true. It is what it is, though, all right? Genius level IQ. More than that, he's able to write the stuff that, like everybody talks about, like my favorite genius is, Richard Feynman and Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Hawking's, all these people, Neil deGrasse Tyson, all these guys, these modern day scientific geniuses or historical scientific geniuses, Newton. But when you look at somebody like William Shakespeare, some people don't realize he's a literary genius. He's a genius. He just applied his intellect towards writing, towards those arts. Is what it is, man. Genius is still genius. So that's what Ta-Nehisi Coates is to this comic book. This is great. And I really wish that everybody else were kind of as fast as on the uptake as he is, in so much as Fresh Start really could have been a fresh start if this story were a part of that, if all of the Marvel Universe could have been rebooted in this very, very soft, minor way, where it's just, here's the history of everybody, but, and like literally every individual issue. So do a fresh start for the Avengers, a 6-issue, whatever, miniseries where, we redo everything that's happened throughout the history of the Avengers. It still exists. We're just condensing it. Same thing with Captain America, same thing with Iron Man, same thing with everybody. Just do this, the rise of so-and-so, or just call it the fresh start of so-and-so characters. This is exactly what that should have been. Huge missed opportunity that this is not what Marvel is going to be doing for their fresh start. This would have been a great idea. Just my opinion, one man's opinion. All right, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.